Good morning, guys. It has been a interesting morning. Here I am with the two kids this morning, and it is Tuesday, which means exactly 1 week from now I will be being induced if the baby doesn't come earlier than this. So we're in the final stretch. We have 1 week left. But River has been kind of sick for the past few days. And the reason I haven't mentioned it is because he has been a sick dog since he was born, basically. He has a very weak stomach. If the kids feed him something, he'll probably throw it up. He has really bad skin issues. Like if he lays on the grass, he'll get a rash. So if you guys follow us, you know that he got diagnosed with arthritis and they put him on this medication. And the only reason why they diagnosed him with arthritis was because of the way he looked. And so there was no like real test to see if he had arthritis or anything like that. It was a little bit sketchy and a little bit weird, but we decided to put him on the medicine because that's what the vet told us to do. But as soon as we put him on the medicine, he was throwing up at least once a day, just like bile, not food. It was just like little puddles of like yellow nasty. So I was like, that has to be the medicine. That's not saying he doesn't have arthritis, but he's just, I don't know if he's allergic to the medicine or if he just has a weak stomach. So I told Chris about that, and I was like, we might need to just stop the medicine and take him back and see what they say. And then on Saturday when we were at our dance recital, he threw up, and this time it was actual food, like he threw up his food. So that happens from time to time. Like I said, if he eats something weird, usually it's just like a one-time thing. We clean it up, he's fine, whatever. Ever since then, so that was Saturday afternoon, then all day Sunday, Monday, and now today, he has been throwing up. And it's only one time, usually exactly 8 hours after he eats, and it's his food. We've stopped the arthritis medicine because I thought that was what it was, even though he's not really throwing up the bile anymore. He's actually throwing up food, which makes me think it might be something else. Also, we let our dogs out to the backyard to go to the bathroom most of the time, so I don't really know if he's been pooping or anything. I need to go out there and see. I can actually tell the difference between Hannah's poop and River's poop, but I need to go out there and see if he's even pooping because he's basically just throwing up his food. But other than the throwing up, he acts totally fine. He runs, he wants to play fetch, he drinks water, he really still wants his food. Like every time we're in the kitchen, he's over there begging for food. Every time we feed him, he's eager to eat. And so I didn't really think anything of it. I was just hoping maybe this would pass. Maybe he ate something that was making his stomach worse than normal. I don't know. Then now Hannah is sick, and Hannah is never sick. She is acting different than River. She usually sleeps in the bed with us. Last night she started in the bed and then she laid on the floor for the rest of the night. River had thrown up in the middle of the night, so I got up for that. And then I noticed that Hannah was like laying by the door, which she never does, which was weird. And I thought maybe she was like feeling bad for River or something, or she wanted to go out, I don't know. And then every single day when my alarm goes off, Hannah jumps up on the bed, licks my face, makes noise, wags her tail, try to get me out of bed. And then once I start to get out of bed, she's like attacking me and loving me and licking me and everything. And she did not do that at all this morning. She just was laying there. Then we came out to try to feed her, and she didn't really eat much. She ate a little bit, but not very much. And she's been very lethargic. I took her out to go to the bathroom. She did pee, but then she like laid down, and when she lays down really slow, like something's hurting her. And so here she is over there on the floor. Annie. I am a little bit worried now, and it's bad for me. I feel bad because I haven't really been worried about River too much, but now that Hannah is like this, and like I said, River doesn't act sick. Hannah is acting sick, and she hasn't thrown up or anything, but she is very lethargic. Her nose is still wet. Like I said, she ate a little bit of food. I don't think she drank any water. She did go pee outside. So today, good thing we don't have much planned. So I'm probably just going to be keeping an eye on both of the dogs to see what's the matter. I feel really bad for Hannah because she actually looks like she's sick. So this is the last thing we need. I hope I don't have to emergency take her to the vet or anything. I'll have to call Chris to come home because I can't handle her and both of the kids at a vet. There's no way. Anyways, that is the start to our morning. I'm gonna edit and upload the vlog. The kids are playing. Lots of toys everywhere already this morning. We'll see you guys in a little bit. So Hannah just moved spots. She was over there and she got up and slowly moved over here. I hope she's okay. You okay, girl? Her tail keeps wagging every time I come over. I just know she does not feel very good. But I thought of something and I wanted to tell you guys. I was answering comments. Obviously, like I said, I could go into labor at any time. Actually, today, like I said, is 1 week from our induction date, but it is the day that I had Jane. I had Jane at 38 weeks and 2 days, and that's what I am today. So that's a little bit interesting. I did want to say, if I go into labor before I get induced, so anytime before next Tuesday, obviously I'm going to be doing the vlogs and everything, but you won't really know until the next day unless you're following me on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. I'll probably post on all of those if I go into the hospital or something. So make sure you're following me. The links will be in the description below for all 3 of those. So follow me there so that you can get updates if we go into labor before. Because also, if we do, then the vlog might be late that day, and so you guys might be wondering what's going on there too. So we pretty much have everything done for the day and it's only 10:15. So the kids really wanted to go in the sprinkler. I put some water in the water table and the sprinkler is going. Look at Jackson. I'm gonna try to go over here without getting too wet. Hannah made it outside, but she's just laying down. Hey girl. Woo! Whoa! Woo! Our neighbors over here just got new grass, and so they have their sprinkler running a lot, and every time Jane's like, can I go over there and get in their sprinkler? And guys, so Mr. Tyler's doing sprinkler too. Yeah, Mr. Tyler. So I decided to let them do that. Seems like they like the sprinkler more than they like the water table, but that's okay. Good job. I was gonna do the sprinkler in our big section, but we just have too many spots that'll get like muddy. And although I'll probably have to wash them anyways when they get out, I'd rather not have like a big muddy mess, so. I'm gonna sit down right here, relax for a second.
Jackson turned that on.
He turned what on?
He turned the water out. He's going to turn the water out.
No, he won't. Oh, not too much. Do it where he laughs again. Oh, that might be too much now. Jane, it might be too much now. Whoa. What do you think, buddy? No, not me. I'm in my jammies still. We are back inside. I gave the kids a bath. And look who joined us. It's Anna. You look so beautiful. Thanks for coming. Hannah got up for a second, was like wandering around, kind of following me, and then she drank some water, which is good. And so I was like, maybe she'll eat the rest of her breakfast. So I put her breakfast down, she ate it. So I was like, oh, maybe she's feeling better. But then she laid down again. I know something's wrong, especially because she is not sitting next to Jackson while Jackson's eating. See, here we have River. Usually they're both right there waiting, so hopefully this is just like a temporary little thing and she'll start to feel better soon.
Also just turn my hair white and then it turned white.
Oh my gosh.
And she folds my hair and then it turned white.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the very top.
Wow. So good thing that we went outside earlier today, and I did check the weather.
Outside. Storm. I'm so scared of storms.
Anna's scared of storms. I think Jane actually fell asleep for a little bit, and then it started storming and she woke up and came running downstairs. So she has been up with me for a little while. I let her watch my phone for a little bit so we could still rest during nap time. But now it is time to wake up Jackson. He did not wake up from the storm, and the storm was loud. It was a pretty big storm. I'm glad that we got our outside activity done so that now we can stay inside if it starts raining more. Hi, buddy.
Yeah.
You're too lovey. Jackson, did you have a good nap?
Have fun together.
So here we go again. Exactly 8 hours after I fed River, he threw up.
I'm looking.
Here he is, he's doing fine. So I have no idea what is going on. This time he threw up in Jane's room, which means I have to go get the green machine thing and carry it all the way up here. I'm honestly so sick of cleaning throw up. I have no idea what is going on. Hannah is still acting strange. She hasn't thrown up or anything, but she's just acting totally weird and sick.
Guys, and I went under and I hurt my forehead, the almond.
Yeah.
And I started crying and I said, Mommy, I hurt my head on the, I went under the blanket and I hurt my forehead on the ornament.
What are you doing?
Being my baby. Yeah.
Why are you feeding her?
Because I didn't want my food.
You don't want your food?
Take it and good look, see.
Jane just said, if I don't want my food, I'll just give it to my baby. Jane, you gotta eat some of your food, okay?
But baby's having it.
You can share with her. It is, I don't even know what time it is because our power went out. It is almost 6:30. Daddy's still not here, but I cooked some flounder and I cooked some tilapia. I have it under this foil so it can stay a little bit warm for when he gets here. All right guys, so it's 8 o'clock and Chris is deciding to take Hannah to the vet. She seems to have gotten worse or just hasn't done anything today at all. And she actually walked all the way up the stairs to hang out with us upstairs, and then we literally couldn't take her down the stairs. Chris had to pick her up, so he's gonna take River, come here. He is gonna take her to the emergency vet because our vet is closed. We just knew we wouldn't get much sleep with her acting like that, so we just figured we would take her now before we felt like we needed to go like in the middle of the night or something. So I'm just gonna put the kids to bed because it's their bedtime anyways, and hopefully it can be a quick trip. So, all right. Make sure you give me some updates. All right, so Chris just got home. We'll let you guys know what happened, but I was gonna show you his concoction. Who likes tomato sandwiches? Chris is amazing.
Summertime sandwich.
Obsessed with these things. I think they're made different ways, but Chris does pretty much has to be Captain John's bread. What do you think?
For sure.
That's
I don't
just
even
like
know about that.
Captain John's bread is basically butter bread, I think.
Potato bread.
But it's called butter bread other places. And then it's just mayo. There's more mayo under that. Tomatoes and then salt and pepper.
More mayo under that.
That's not just the only mayo.
You done with this thing? It looks like it got that.
Yeah.
Salt and pepper.
So anyways, Chris left around 8.
Favorite family.
Chris left around 8 and it is 10 o'clock now. So you guys look, we're trying to feed Hannah her food. Here she is. She doesn't want to eat. Chris said she had a few spurts of energy at the vet, which I guess is good. And then when she came home just now, she did, but then she laid back down. Well, your mouth is full, but what'd they say?
I mean, it pretty much said blood
Nothing.
work looks good. Our temperatures and vitals are good.
Since dogs obviously can't talk, we don't really know like what hurts on her or what she feels like or anything. So they just checked her vitals and they said everything looked fine. So then Chris really wanted them to take blood work because they can find like different.
Ryan.
Well,
Yeah, he suggested it.
yeah, because they can find like different diseases. And he said the blood work came back perfect. So there's clearly something wrong with her. I mean, we're not crazy, you guys. I mean, if you guys have watched our vlogs or if you've met Hannah in person, this is not like her at all. I'm really glad that Chris took her, but we don't really have an answer. And I just assume with rest, she'll get better, which I feel better about. There's nothing like major that we know of at least. And then River, on the other hand, is still his hyper self.
It wasn't a big deal though. Like if it gets worse, we can bring her in. But he seemed to comfort me in saying that it was just, let her rest.
Like that happens, yeah. And although River's symptoms are totally different, I'm hoping maybe he'll get better too. I don't know. He did throw up again when you were gone, babe. So.
Y'all are killing me. You know how much money that costs?
I know, that was an expensive vet visit. So if we have to take River here in a few days. I don't know. He seems perfectly fine, you guys. Except for the throwing up. Came home from work. He ate a little bit of dinner. He took care of the kids upstairs while I cleaned up. And then he took Hannah to the vet. So he's had a long day. But we are just kind of a little bit stressed over here with a baby coming any day now. Or definitely in a week. Both our dogs are sick now. And Chris is having work stresses that he feels like he's having, especially just because he's going to be taking some days off in the future for the baby. And so we're all just kind of stressed out a little bit. But I think that's what happens when there's like unknown things. Like, why are the dogs sick? When is this baby going to show up? Things like that. So anyways, just keep us in your prayers, guys. And we will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Jackson. Good job. Look, he's figured out how to move it, but he's going backwards. Woo! Here, let me see if I can